I don't think people stand on business anymore. I think people either are absolute pacifists, they avoid every controversy, they avoid every argument, everything, and end up progressing absolutely nowhere, or they are, one step in, one step out. Now, sometimes it's hard. A part of you is angry and wants that fucking fuel, who wants to be involved and argue and just deal with controversial stuff, but also a part of you just wants to live peacefully. I understand that, but when people do that shit by choice, just on and off, on and off, on and off, well, it's fuck you then. Like, imagine trying to uh, grow a a brand, right? Some sort of a following, and imagine just constantly shifting on and off. What are people supposed to think about you? And I'm not saying to just care, simply care about what people think about you. I'm just saying, like, well, your social media brand kind of depends mostly on others. So if you're unlikable, then you have no brand at all, So I'm done. I have to make a few videos making my stance on some shit. Not like, not this like stuff that is really a waste of time. It's like, I will make my beliefs clear. I will tell you all why I stand on them and why I condemn others. And if any brands want to work with me in the future for reasons to be found in that future, then, well, they won't really need to ask me nothing. Everything is in my content and will be in my content. Okay? And if you don't want to grow a following, that still applies to you. If you don't have core beliefs, core standards, then the people around you are always gonna be just like that. Which means that you're not really telling the true self of yourself, so they can't really trust you because they don't know what side of you to trust. And if they are like you, then you can't trust them. And it's like you don't really have friends, but you also don't really have enemies either. You don't know where you are. You don't even know who you are because you never thought about actually standing on a belief. This does not mean that you find a belief and you stand on it no matter what, you shut everything out. No, you still have an open mind. You may hear others out and, simply go from there. But fucking defend your fucking identity. If some things make up who you are, then you defend it. You don't just stand there and get your ass whooped. You defend yourself. So many people are just letting people shit on them. Then I'm not saying to fight everybody straight on, but there's so many people who are just, how should I say this, pussies, If your belief is challenge them back. Of course, you can't do that with everyone. But sometimes it might be good for you, you know? It might show you what things you don't understand so well. It might offer you a different perspective, right? Don't avoid conflict at all times. Most of the time do, but sometimes it might be the one thing that you need to grow further as a person. And again, like I said at the start, people don't stand on business anymore. People don't even protect their own beliefs, you know? For example, I'm Christian. I sin horribly. But I mostly know why. And I know that I will continue to sin. It's just how it works. And if someone wants to challenge that and challenge my faith, I will most of the time accept that challenge, you know? I need reassurance. I need to strengthen my faith by defending it first. Everything I do while believing in Jesus is for the better. It's gonna make me stronger. Nothing's gonna kill me. If it does, it does. I'm dead. But I'm still gonna believe in him. You better believe that. Yeah. God bless, bro. Stand on your shit. Own it.